If you think the ending of Strange Bargain is kind of a cop-out, so did the producers of the popular TV series Murder, She Wrote. An episode called The Days Dwindle Down, which aired April 19th, 1987, was a sequel to this story, only the tidy wind-up was abandoned. Sam Wilson, played by 78-year-old Jeffrey Lynn, is released from prison after serving 30 years for murdering his boss, Malcolm Jarvis. His wife, Georgia, again played by Martha Scott, convinces amateur sleuth Jessica Fletcher to re-examine her husband's case, contending that Sam was framed. Also returning from the 1949 film was Harry Morgan as now retired Lieutenant Webb. The unique thing about the episode is that clips from Strange Bargain were used as flashbacks to the original crime. In addition, several well-known actors appeared as older versions of characters in the 1949 film. Richard Beamer played grown-up Sidney Jarvis, son of the murdered man. June Havoc played Thelma Vante, the murdered man's secretary. And Edna Jarvis, the culprit played by Catherine Emery in Strange Bargain, was in the sequel played by Gloria Stewart, 10 years before her big comeback in Titanic. Kudos to Angela Lansbury for keeping so many actors from the classic Hollywood era working well into their 70s and 80s. Jeffrey Lynn was lucky to get the callback. His role in Strange Bargain was originally to be played by either Pat O'Brien or Robert Young. Lynn broke through in pictures in 1939 when he appeared in 6 features. Although the big role he seemed set for, Ashley Wilkes in Gone with the Wind, went to Leslie Howard instead. The Roaring Twenties, made the same year at Warner Brothers, set the tone for Lynn's career. He was the only one of the 3 boyhood chums, Bogart and Cagney being the others, who doesn't take the crooked road. A slew of stalwart and upstanding roles followed, until Lynn joined the Army in 1942. Service on a World War II bomber crew and as an Army intelligence captain earned him a Bronze Star. He picked up his career post-war and continued working as a performer and producer in movies, television, and theater until 1990. He died 5 years later at the age of 89. Martha Scott enjoyed a similarly long and productive career after kicking it off by creating the character of Emily Webb in the original 1938 Broadway production of Thornton Wilder's Our Town. She played an endless string of loyal wives throughout the 40s and 50s before aging into mother roles. She was Charlton Heston's mother in both The Ten Commandments and Ben-Hur, and would later play the mothers of Bob Newhart on his sitcom and Lee Majors on The $6 Million Man. In real life, she was married to jazz pianist Mel Powell, who created the music department at the California Institute for the Arts. Harry Morgan, of course, would go on to portray a pair of iconic TV characters, Detective Bill Gannon opposite Jack Webb on Dragnet, and Colonel Sherman Potter on the TV series MASH. It's great that all these actors had such prolonged and durable careers. As for RKO production chief Sid Rogel, by 1950, he'd had enough of Howard Hughes's erratic management and dead-of-night phone calls. He quit the House of Noir, which he'd helped build, and never produced another movie. The director of today's film, Will Price, had only one more picture in him after making Tripoli with his wife, Maureen O'Hara. The couple split after that adventure, and the last movie Price would make was 1956's Rock, 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 notable for being the screen debut of 14-year-old Tuesday Weld. Check in on our social media feeds and let me know what you thought of Strange Bargain. Then come back next week when we'll all be held hostage in a mountain cabin with Cornell Wilde, Gene Wallace, Dan Duryea, and Lee Grant. The picture is Storm Fear from 1955. Let's make it a date. I'll save you a seat at the bar. Till then, see you in the shadows.